Hey there, everyone. My name is Marco Antonio, and thank you for joining me on Marco Antonio Strategizes. I'm a first hand restaurant owner, operator, and marketing strategist. And today, what I want to talk to you guys about is the lay of the land. And it's really important to know what's going on in your local, then outward area of your economy, and even on a nationwide scale. Even though I'm located in a remote area, I take a page from every single person's book. And people who, as an example, Rubio's just closed 48 locations and just filed for bankruptcy. And I can only say from the outside looking in, but being an insider in the industry, that there's many factors that led under my belief. This video is for educational purposes. I have no insider knowledge on Rubio's itself. When I refer to myself as an insider, I mean as an insider, as an owner operator in the restaurant industry. So let's deep dive into why Rubio's has closed 48 locations in California and filed for bankruptcy. So the first place where I saw this story break was SF Gate. Now, shout out SF Gate. They did a story on fish taco chain. Let's pull them right up. Fish taco chain closes 48 restaurants in California, including Bay Area locations. So Rubio's is known for fish tacos. Here's the catch though. They got hit with like double, triple whammies left and right. So the problem in California is any restaurant chain, I believe that's over 50 or 60 locations in California, you automatically have to start paying any of your all your employees $20 an hour minimum wage. The only exceptions is if you operate as a bakery. There's a lot of speculation about that because one of the few places that operates in that fashion with large chains is Panera. Panera so happens to be the CEO and person managing Panera and whoever operates that company are large contributors to our governor Gavin Newsom of California. I'm not too political, but that sounds really fishy. No pun intended on Rubio's fish tacos. But going back into this, Rubio's, unlike Panera, was required, just like any other large chain with 50 or 60 more locations across the US that have operations in California, how to do the $20 an hour minimum wage. Fish is expensive already to start out with. Depending on what kind of fish they were utilizing, the cost goes up with the double whammy of increasing minimum wage. And I'm thinking that Rubio's underwent a lot of trials and tribulations coming out of the 2020s era of what we all just went through. I'm not trying to risk myself not getting demonetized or any of that sort, so I'm not even going to say that word, the P word. But yeah, with increasing labor costs, probably increase in the cost of product, and who knows about the efficiency and how they operated. Rubio's really got themselves into some deep water, and it looks like that's why they are now in the position that they're in and filing for bankruptcy. So shout out to SF Gate for breaking this story, but let's see what else they got going on for us here. Oh, there's a picture of T Swift, but Rubio's closes 48 restaurants. I mean, that's a really big deal. Your operation is going through some stuff when you close 48 restaurants and file for bankruptcy, which, yep, according to NBC7 San Diego, they have this story out there. Rubio's files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after closing 13 locations in San Diego. Me myself, as a restaurant owner and operator, I don't like to say, oh, you know what, Rubio's is located in San Diego. That doesn't affect me. I'm located in Northern California. All of you Mom and pop shops with the single location need to be weary and see what these larger companies, they deal with things on an exponential larger scale. We need to watch those things that they're doing and look down at the micro scales that we're dealing with and operating at. But Rubio's files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after closing 13 San Diego locations, and that's nuts. Let's go ahead and read into NBC 7 San Diego. Like the restaurant industry overall, Rubio's has been negatively affected. Yes, locally where I live, the restaurant industry has been taking punches left and right. I've seen more businesses on the market for sale as small businesses than I've ever seen in my entire life. Businesses are hitting the market left and right. Business owners and operators, in all honesty, I've seen are getting too greedy, asking too much for declining businesses. You need to get while you get what you can while you can, and learn to cut a deal. And honestly, a lot of these business owners and operators that I've seen, oh, I want $250,000 for my business, and we're going out of business. Well, you should have took 80, because ain't nobody gonna jump all over your failing business that you want $250,000 for and the property doesn't come included. I've seen a lot of that. So, oh, but the equipment was 250 grand. You got your value out of the equipment. You depreciated. You wrote off a lot of stuff, and you're still trying to get full value. You're operating like a dummy, and this is why things like this happen. You need to be on top of your cost. You need to be on top of your marketing. You need to be on top of your labor cost, your food cost, everything across the board. Were you buying, you know, already pre-diced, sliced and diced meat? Well, you know what? That that chopped up steak or fish, whatever you were using, already filleted, you could have took that service and brought it in house, but you're paying an extra $2 a pound because you already had that meat processed. What I like to do to shave down the cost on how I operate my business, I see what products are we moving the most, and what can I do to bring this process in house to save money so more money can stay with us. Not We're not firing at all cylinders 100% all the time as a business operation, and there is downtime. So it's my responsibility as captain of the ship to make sure that we're saving money in every single avenue as much as possible to avoid scenarios just like Rubio's is undergoing at this time. And let me see, Rubio's will be entered into a court supervised sale process, which they expect to be completed in 75 days. Co founder Ralph Rubio will continue with the company and will provide his usual inspiration and energy going forward, the company said. Well, Rubio's, it sounds like you were well loved by your people, and it sounds like it was for a reason. So, I bid you farewell, Rubio's, with your closed location. And till next time, everybody out there operating a small business, take a page. Even medium sized giants, large sized giants, everybody's toppling and falling over. It is more important than ever now to operate with such precision in the restaurant industry and any business operation. There is no room for leakage. We can't let that happen. I could rant on about this topic forever. My name is Marco Antonio. Thank you for joining me on Marco Antonio Strategizes. If you like what I've been talking about in these videos, please drop a comment down below, and let me know, give me some feedback. What do you think about this? Why do you think Rubio's failed? Am I a rude individual who's heartless and just over critiquing, or do you agree? Do you agree? Like, has anybody in this comment section ever been to a Rubio's, and how did you see them operate? Do you feel like they were operating profitably? Was there too many people on staff during a slow hour? Increased labor costs, and not operating with labor efficiently where they should be allocating labor. Who knows? But let us know. My name is Marco Antonio. Thank you for joining me on Marco Antonio Strategizes. And until next time, I bid you adieu.